a shadow of a doubt that Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back was quoted as saying, "Luke, I'm your father." Even James Earl Jones remembered saying it that way.
Luke, I am your father. I said to himself,
Wrong. Of course, when you were a kid, Curious George was a monkey, and he had a tail.
Our universe is but one page in a large book. Think of a closed book sitting on a table. You see each page stacked on top of one another, bound by the spine and sandwiched between the two covers.
A book? Known as the Ancient Book of Prophecies. It's said to be capable of transcribing events that have yet to take place.
No kidding. If we got our mitts on something like that, we could finally take over permanent-like.
Our universe is but one page in a vast and all-encompassing book.
Yes, considering legend has it the book can also conjure, making an entire world filled with beings and powers that have yet to exist.
And our page is certainly not the only one with rich, in-depth thought and writing committed to it. Every page in the book represents a different dimension, each with its own unique writing, own unique story, own unique way of isolating itself from the other pages. No page was to interact with the other, just as no ink bleeds from one page to another in a standard book. Each page, a universe unto itself.
It's automatic, it's systematic, because life was like a box of chocolate, where you never knew what you were going to get. Now, it's something different, something that can be edited with devilish precision, something that isn't the mirror on the wall, but a magic mirror for one controlling all.
What's this?
It is your nightmare mirror, of course. A physical form of your hatred and vengeance towards the Moon Kingdom.
Nightmare mirror?
That's right, Your Highness. But this is no ordinary mirror. It contains your powers of darkness, so powerful that if you were to shatter it, the broken glass would rain down on anyone who opposes you, thus destroying the love and friendship your rivals fight to protect. It's your move, Your Highness.
Are you the guardian of my dreams?
I am.
Today's top story is an epidemic, targeting mostly teenagers. The symptoms are weakness and shortness of breath. We're unaware of how it spreads. However, medics say it could be the result of stress from our modern age lifestyles. Keep you up to date with any further
The evil force
developments.
is growing stronger. If we don't hurry to find the source, the Earth will be in grave danger.
What? The game isn't over yet, sailor brats. I still have more pieces to collect before checkmate. They are now sealed in my dream mirrors, and each of them a piece to your precious White Moon Kingdom. But as long as you and your princess are here, I won't be able to crash that dynasty down into rubble. As you should know, this is my world, and with it comes terrible consequences for not surviving my games, just as your friends have already learned. I greatly underestimated your powers. That ties up that loose end. And very soon, you'll all have front row seats to see the show, starring me.
A clue from our gods at CERN. By the way, the witch in Snow White never uttered those iconic words, mirror, mirror, on the wall. was the fairest of them all.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
What I have just given you are examples of something called the Mandela Effect. That, which is a timeline shift, that changes what we all commonly remember. We know that Saturn has discovered the Higgs boson particle, but at what cost? In order to create the God particle, they collided particles at near the speed of light and created tiny fractures in space-time by creating microscopic black holes. By breaking that barrier on this planet, only God himself knows what the side effects of such an event could be. There could be unknown consequences for opening up Pandora's box. But I don't think that the people who run CERN care about that.
For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
All right, I'll indulge you. But this secret stays between the two of us, and you have to promise never to open the box.
I promise. But why?
You'll see.
Which leads me to a fork in the road. The Mandela Effect is either intentional or unintentional. Now it is believed scientists have opened a gateway from one dimension and have peered into that reality. On the other side of the coin, what if time manipulation can be exacted with devilish precision?
Don't like the world? Then why not remake it? If you wish to have power and truly change this planet, go to Nemesis. Obtain the malefic black crystal and anything you want can be yours.
Enough. I fear you have lost sight of the ultimate objective of our Black Moon clan, all because of your obsession with her. Our ancestors resented having to leave the fine planet of Earth and being forced to live here on Nemesis. And I, for one, have not forgotten our plan to rewrite Earth's history so that we may reap our revenge.
Sir, what are you doing?
Instead of wasting so much time lecturing me, why don't you make yourself useful and start working on powering up the reactor?
As you command, sir.
The strong shall inherit the Earth. This revolting utopian world should never have existed! Let us send an army into the past, back to a time before the Moon Kingdom took over. History shall be reforged, and the Black Moon will claim the future! So that is our grand plan. Operation Replay. The rewriting of history.
Rewrite history?
I gave them dark energy, guidance, everything that they needed to reshape history into the future of their dreams.
Our memories are wrong. There is either a server glitch in the Matrix, or someone has crossed the wires in two of our realities with different dimensions.
I'm the life force of Tau Nebula, power of the new future, diva of different dimensions. I am the Mistress Nine.
Once you have it in your possession, you set it down inside this special device, and you shall reign in glorious gloom for the arrival of Pharaoh 90, ruler of different dimensions. It's going to be splendid. The forces of light and do right will be banished forever, taking a back seat as we ride the Pharaoh's wave of silence and night, beautiful darkness. The universe will finally return to its rightful rulers. The Purity Chalice is all we need to roll out the red carpet for our master and change the future forever.
There appears to be an occult underpinning, not only at CERN, but within the region. CERN, a closed facility, but yet scientists in black robes.
Oh, Mistress Nine. We have been awaiting your arrival for some time. You're finally here. It's been so long since the day I implanted your egg into my daughter Hotaru. But it remained undifferentiated, so I thought you might never wake up.
Hear me, O loyal minions. My witches 5. I command you to rise from the dead and curse the anomalies. Bind them with your spells for eternity.
There is a correlation here. Something in the background that is operating and accelerating the effects of the Mandela Effect. The number of new discrepancies is mounting week after week. Common knowledge is changing. Understanding of geography, cosmology, past and historical events, and possibly future events seem to have been altered, most likely by a machine designed to make microscopic black holes.
I was waiting for you. For a moment, I thought that thing was gonna suck me in. What is that? Beautiful, isn't it? That's the Tau star system. It's a perfect miniature universe created by our science class. Very impressive.
We have decided to descend down the rabbit hole, to look beyond the velvet curtain and to try to capture a glimpse of the wizard making all of his magic. Is not a simple looking glass. The door has been opened. We have all been affected. Our lives have been changed.
What is that?
What's that? Tau star system.
Yes, my forgotten home from far away. The Tau star system. Behold, I am about to engulf this planet and make it one with myself.
For how long, no one knows. What is frightening is that this is just the beginning, the start of the process, the mind screw that we all share. The future will be altered, and there's nothing that we can do about it. What is even more frightening is that our past is also editable. The implications for our existence, changing in valuable ways, is almost certain. Here's some new things to be aware of.
The gradual overlap of coincidences has caused a dangerous aberration in the course of events. As a result, history itself has been slightly altered. Alas, it could not be helped. There's a reason why we were all drawn to this place, and why a gateway from another world opened up here. This is the chosen land. The path we are on was predestined long ago. The path of destruction. And now that I have awakened, I must fulfill that destiny and swing this silence glaive.
And keep an eye out for the new crystal in Star Trek, The Next Generation. It is Captain Picard's new vice. He seems to fiddle with it a lot. These clues have been left behind for us to follow. We may be very well living in the last days, but not in the traditional way that you've been thinking. We may be on a magical loop, coming to the end and ready to start once again. Only time really knows.